I'm Jim Schultz. Welcome to Options Uncapped. Welcome to the Thursday edition of what it is that we are trying to do, man. Welcome to the Victory Lap edition of what it is that we are trying to do. So, yesterday afternoon, if you guys saw the stream, man, that was a good time. We had all the ads. We did the super chat stuff. Like, it was super fun. So, a couple of housekeeping things. I think I nuked the ads. You should not be getting any ads anymore. So, you let me know if you start seeing ads for mattresses and Hot Pockets, like, you let me know, because that should not be happening. But then secondly, so we did that Nvidia trade. It worked out okay, and we were able to take that guy off on the open this morning for a nice little profit. So you can bet your bottom biscuit we are going to spend the remainder of the show rounding the bases on that earnings trade. But don't forget, for the stream today, you have one job and one job only. You need to get in that chat, and you need to pump that algo like it's never been pumped before. Questions, comments, stories, and jokes, drop them all below. So Ryan, go ahead and bring us into the market. Man, what is going on? E-mini S&Ps up 52. Where's my cornflower blue at? Yeah, there she is. E-mini S&Ps up 51 and a quarter. A risk-free instrument, also known as a NASDAQ Futures extraordinarily high risk product, up 313. You got the boomers out there doing some boomer things, up 121. You got the Russell 3000 up 6. You got bonds down 5. You got notes down 4. You got oil up $1.90. You got UB40 down a little bit. You got the shifties out there pretty much unched on the day. The British pound is down. The euro is down. Volatility is down. That's volatility futures. Spot volatility, that guy is going to be, I'm going to assume, also down a little bit. Yeah, down 57 cents all the way down to 14.64. It's brutal out there, guys. It is 100% brutal out there with volatility at 14.60. What can you do? You can trade Nvidia earnings trades. Like, what can you do? You can usually fade Dr. J, but that was back in the day. Those are back in the tasty days. Are we tailing Dr. J now? I don't know, man. You got to stay tuned to find out. I mean, I wouldn't personally do it, but maybe you think it might be a decent idea in your neck of the woods. But oh, don't forget, everything that we talk about today is purely educational. Everything that we talk about, it's all education. It's a wee little bit of entertainment. It is never intended to be anything that you should take seriously, anything that you should act on, anything that you should do. It is not financial advice. It is not a trade recommendation. You need to consult a professional. I am not that professional. I am just an internet rando. So, okay, let's go ahead. So there's your market commentary that is not going to help you too much, but you're basically in the same spot. I would say you're probably unched after that market commentary. So, okay, so let's talk about this Nvidia trade. So we took out the trade this morning. Oh, shout out to the OU community, the private OU community. We did that together on the stealth stream. And so I've gotten lots of questions and lots of people asking about the private OU community. You guys will have an opportunity to be part of that in the fall. So right now it is closed. I'm going to open it back up in the fall, because I'm always opening it up to a limited number of people, because it's only me. I mean, it's me and Ryan and Grace, of course. Like, we have our small team and it's amazing. But in terms of the content, and in terms of like the actual like actionable stuff when it comes to trading, it's only me. So I have no interest in like, letting everybody in that wants to come in, simply because I can't handle that much. And so it's always going to be limited. But if it's something that might make sense for you, then you guys will learn some more about that in the fall. And sign up for the trading lab down below in the description for more information around all that. And so this morning we did the Nvidia closing trade. You can see that guy right there. Let's see here. Where am I at? Let's do where are we at? Let's see. There we go. So we did, this was our earnings trade that we did yesterday afternoon. This was the trade that we did on the open. So this morning, right at 9:33, right? I mean, the markets were good. The markets were tight. I mean, Nvidia was right around like 225 when I closed this, and it was crazy because we basically had the perfect possible price. I mean, you can see the short strike was 225. Right? The short strike was 225, and we basically pinned the short strike. Like, we nailed it like you don't normally nail it. We nailed it like I've never nailed it in my 10 and a half years on air on From Theory to Practice. And we still were only able to get, 677 on a maximum price of 1250. And again, it just really drives home the point that I've been saying for many, many, many years. But it's nearly impossible to get maximum profit on a butterfly. right? I mean, again, think about it. Let me go back to my positions tab here really quick, just because it gives me a little bit more room to work with, a bit of a broader swath to use and utilize our Final Jeopardy pen. So if you look at, if my short strike is 225, so my short strike was 225, and then if I shift on over to, let's grab the green. That's kind of fun. My strike price was 225, right? So at the time when I closed this trade this morning, these were almost identical. They were overlapping on top of each other. And I was like, this is amazing. Like, maybe we can close it for $7. Maybe we can close it for $8, whatever. I think I had a resting order in at like $7.50 or something. But it didn't even get close to that order. And so I was like, all right, well, I want to take this down because I don't really want to leave this trade on any longer. And yeah, I mean, it could sit there. It could do whatever. I mean, Nvidia is right at about 227 right now. And so it's okay. I think we probably, we could look at it in a couple of minutes to see what we would have maybe made had we held the position all the way until the afternoon show. But either way, I want to make the point that I want to make. I'm trying to get better at being focused and staying on task. Even if you pin the strike, even if you get the perfect possible price move in the underlying stock, it is very, very difficult to get near maximum profits, anywhere near maximum profits, unless you do it near expiration. Now, you might think Thursday going into a Friday expiration, that's pretty close to expiration. And you're not necessarily wrong, but it's not enough. It's not enough. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not upset. I'm not mad. I'm very happy at the trade. Like, I mean, it's bonefish for as far as the eye can see now. Right? Like, we're going to be there morning, noon, and night for days and days and days on end. Autumn doesn't know about it yet, and we know she's not going to watch the show. Right? She saw the first show for OU. Man, we are safe. I promise you we are safe. Now, we've got Grace in the chat. She's kind of on vacation right now, so she may not be in the chat. But we've got Grace in the mix, so it's a little bit different. But I think we're probably safe. And so I'm happy with the trade this morning, but I just want to really drive the point home. If you're new to butterflies, it's a fun way to take directional shots. You can take these cheap kind of directional plays, whatever. I like to use them around binary events because if you get the move that you want, they can pay you off pretty nicely, which is what happened with this Nvidia trade. But you're not going to get anywhere near max profit unless you do it Friday, literally like an hour or two before expiration. And I've done that a time or two back in the the yesteryear that was FTTP RIP. But it's very difficult to do. And so this morning we did take off that trade. I'm really happy with how it shook out. I'm really happy with how it all kind of went down. And so that is good. The other thing I did want to say, when it comes to butterflies, right? Because I know, again, we have so many new people that are finding my content. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so guys, do me a favor. Do me a huge favor. So I'm going to release, I should get it up tonight. Please, please. When I upload this YouTube video tonight, please watch it. Please watch the whole thing. Please watch it multiple times. There was one line. I'm just laughing just thinking about it. There was one line in the video tonight. I had to do like 37 takes. I couldn't do it without laughing. I finally got it. And I want to know if you guys can figure out which line it was. So let me know. And don't let me know now. Like, let me know in the comments below the video. Obviously, pump the algo, juice the robots, etc. Like, we've done this before. You guys are clear of the concept. But I want to see if you guys can figure it out. Can you figure out what line? I didn't think I was going to be able to do it. I'm like, I got to do it. Oh, I love this line so much. But it was looking a little dicey there for a second. But let me know. I'll probably get it up tonight. It will be the next YouTube upload that you see. It should be this evening, unless I run into any kind of snags and snafus. But anyway, I digress. So Wednesday into Friday versus Thursday into Friday, right? These two butterflies, in my opinion, are very, very different, right? Because again, you're getting in near the end of the expiration cycle, and so that's really good from a butterfly standpoint for some of the reasons I mentioned just a couple of seconds ago. But Wednesday into Friday, which was basically this Nvidia butterfly, if I can get 1.5x to 2x of my debit paid on that trade, then I feel really good about that. I feel really good about that. That's a really successful trade in my opinion. And I don't typically go for more than that. And we ended up landing right around, we made 446 on a 240 base. So we got about, 1.75x? I mean, I'm no Jacob Perlman, so don't quote me on that, but I think we're about 1.75x, give or take. Ooh, look at the fight we're putting up against the P&L Open Bros. Man, they got nothing. They got nothing on OU. At least not yet. They're going to have a whole lot in the coming weeks and months, I can assure you. But right now, like, they're looking at that screen. They're like, am I watching Dr. Jim? Am I watching Dr. Jim Schultz from Tasty? There is no way. So right now, man, we just got them with our own version, another version of a surprised and delight. They are quite surprised and probably not delighted. But Wednesday to Friday, 1.5x to 2x is where I typically, that's a typical target for me on a good butterfly. I'm not talking about every butterfly. I'm talking about like a butterfly where I'm like, all right, I got a really good price move. I think this is going to work. And so, you know, from that standpoint, that's kind of what I'm going for. Whoa. Hold on. Man, look at Sean popping in with the enormous super chat. My man, Sean. Come on now, man. You guys are too generous. Sean, $100. Come on, man. So Sean's been with me for so many years. I'll get back to my thoughts here. I got to figure out how to reconcile this, guys. So please be patient with me. You guys are just too generous, man. You're way too generous. Sean, you're just too generous, man. And you've been a friend of the family for many, many years. I mean, you've been following from Theory to Practice for so long. And I appreciate you, man. The generosity. I appreciate the support so very much. And obviously the super chat. That's just amazing, my friend. Absolutely, unequivocally amazing. So thank you there, Sean. I really, really, really appreciate you. I couldn't do what I do without you guys, man. I couldn't do what I do without you, Sean. And so thank you so much. And the fact that you came over from FTTP to now OU, it's just, man. I mean, super chats aside, man. Like, forget about all that. I mean, that obviously matters a lot. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying, like, you guys have been with me for so long. It's just so cool. And so thank you so much there, Sean. Like, wow, that's really, really, really crazy. Man, the generosity is too much, man. It's too much. And by the way, if you're watching the show, I never, ever, this is brand new. Like, we just opened these up yesterday. I never, ever, ever want you guys to feel obligated. I never want you guys to feel pressured. I do not expect any of this. Like, the ways that you can support the show are by watching the show and liking the show and sharing it with a friend and just emailing me and just reaching out and doing it as you can. I'm never, ever, ever going to be expecting these things. You guys are just super, super generous. So thank you there, Sean, so very much, my friend. So very much. But when it comes to Thursday into Friday, so Thursday into Friday, this is going to be a little bit different. This is where I might go for a little bit more. So now I might go for maybe 2x to 3x, right? Because now you are closer to expiration. So now it's a situation where the extrinsic value has come off of the option a lot more significantly, right? Again, I know a butterfly is a debit strategy, but it behaves a lot like a short premium strategy. So because of that, you know, we don't want the extrinsic value in the shorts. We don't want the extrinsic value in the strategy. And so when you get closer and closer to that end, the profit potential is going to rise along with it. And so that's why, generally speaking, Wednesday and Friday, 1.5x to 2x, I consider to be a very, very good outcome. And then Thursday and Friday, maybe 2x to 3x is a pretty good outcome. And so, okay, so I think that makes a little bit of sense. Let's go ahead and let's see. I also want to talk about. Let me see. Let's do. Wait a minute. There we go. Okay, so now let's do. Let's see. We did an EQT this morning. So we did an EQT this morning. We did at 940. You can see we just kind of nibbled a little bit on the short side. It wasn't anything super crazy, but we did a little something. And so if I look at this 941, we did our EQT 522, and then we were able to buy that guy back at 477. So we got about 45 points on that guy, which was super super nice. And so that was great. Again, from an EQT standpoint, you know, I'm not looking for too much. I mean, we are off to a very hot start in the portfolio, and so I do not expect this to continue. I'm sure we're going to hit plenty of cold streaks, and so don't worry, just stay tuned. It's coming, I can assure you. And so when it comes to that, I'm just trying to be mindful of where I'm at, like in space. I'm just trying to be mindful of like, all right, a lot of EQTs have worked. That's really, really awesome. You know, I like to be mindful of, all right, I don't necessarily want to dip my grubby little paws back into the cookie jar another time or two or three. It's like, man, if you get in there, smash and grab a snickerdoodle, just go on your way. Like, you don't necessarily have to do another one. You don't have to do any of these necessarily. But I do kind of like them as another layer of diversification against longer-term holdings, more active options. We've talked about this a lot over the course of the last week or so. And so if you are brand new to the show, welcome aboard. I'm glad that you are here. And lots of stuff. If you're brand new to trading, lots of stuff coming out for you. Lots of stuff coming out for you. So stay tuned. You know, the stream, the YouTube videos. I have so many things coming out for you guys that just started trading. I know where you're at. I feel where you're at. It's like, man, you want to learn. You're hungry to learn, but you don't really know where to start. You're kind of lost in the conversation. Like the terms just fly over your head. Like probably watching my stream kind of flies over your head because you're just like, man, I can't keep up. Like I can't keep up with the conversation. I have lots of content and commentary even coming out for you guys too. And so that is all coming. The daily streams, morning, afternoon, those guys are probably mostly going to stay in this intermediate to advanced type of level for a while. We'll probably have some series and things like that for beginners. But again, I had to kind of choose my pathway forward through the forest. I had to make a decision in terms of, all right, what do I want to do in terms of how I want to set up this, the kind of the skill level of the show. And right now it's kind of right around the middle to maybe the upper end of the middle. And so if you are brand new, I hope you still stick around. I think you can pick up a lot of things through osmosis. And there are so many people in the chat. Whoa, look at this, man. Jassy in the house. Man, Jassy in the house with a super chat, man. I appreciate you, Jassy. I hope I'm saying that right. Love the show. I appreciate you, Doc, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you appreciating me. And so thank you very much there, Jassy. And so if you are new and you have questions, put them in the chat. Because there are so many people that are here. I mean, I see Sean is here. You know, Jassy's here. I see Griffin Jones, Ryan LP, Preston is here. Wandera is here. Man, look at Wandera is here. Man, look at you, Wandera in the house. Mr. Pillows is here. There are so many people here that will help you. They will help you. If you have a question about whatever, they can get you started. And then I'll come in with more content later on down the road. But we did this EQT at 9:41, and we didn't really take too much heat. We took maybe a little bit of heat. Let me see if I can bring up my my active trader just to go over this with you guys. So if I do the trade page, and I do an active trader. Oh, look at Danish Dynamite sneaking in for the daily ghost with the $1.99. Man, I appreciate you, Danish Dynamite. I appreciate you very, very much. That is the daily ghost, which I don't have it today. Thank you there, Danish. Thank you so much. I don't have it today. We just got the water today. And so that's just a failing on my part. Like that is 100% a failing on my part when it comes to my ghost inventory management. But if I bring up, let me see here. If I bring up the executions, that should do it. And then I do, so if I go back, you guys should be able to see this, I think, right? Theoretically? Where is it? Ah, yes, there it is. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so you can see that we did the trade right there. It's actually a little bit better if I zoom out, I think, maybe. So we did the trade right here. That's almost zoomed in too much. I don't want to fiddle with that. So we did the trade right there. We took a little bit of heat on the upside, and then it came right back down. And I do want to point out that this is essentially... Like, I'm getting so many questions about the EQTs, and just hang with me. If you hang with me, like, there's so many breadcrumbs coming on the trail, like, and there's going to be, formal resources in the fall and all those things. But if you just follow the stream on a regular basis, morning and afternoon, oh, don't forget, we have a double feature tomorrow. So I'll see you guys in the morning, and I'll see you guys in the afternoon as well. And you got nothing else to watch tomorrow, right? Again, another 3-day weekend for Tom and Tony. Right? They got to shut it down. They need their rest. I understand, right? Well, let us young bucks take over. Like, let us young bucks handle it for you while you guys get your rest. We'll put you down for your nap. We'll get you in bed by 7:30. Don't even worry about it. So I will see you guys tomorrow for the morning and the afternoon, I hope. But we didn't take too much heat on this trade at all. But just looking at, like, if you just look at, hold on, can I zoom in on this actually? I do want to zoom in on this because this is actually perfect. Oh my gosh, I see Greg is here. Wow, Greg is here. Sending in some Swiss francs. Greg, man, a BEU for Nvidia. Man, look at you, Greg. Man, I appreciate you so very much, Greg. Come on, man. You guys are too generous. You guys are way too generous. I'm telling you guys, man, these super chats are not going to help with me staying on task. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to figure out a way to do this, man. But have you guys gotten it? Thank you so much, Greg. Like, wow, thank you. I'm so moved by you guys and your generosity. Have you guys gotten any ads? That's what I want to know. You guys shouldn't have gotten any ads. I haven't gotten any ads, so that's good. Let me know in the chat, have you guys gotten any ads? I don't think you guys have gotten any. But yeah, so if you look at what happened, look at all that back and forth around the open. That is quite literally what I'm banking on. Now, it's not a guarantee. It's not always going to happen. There's going to be plenty of rocket ships higher, rocket ships lower, whatever. But this right here, let me grab my drawing tool. Let's get the diet strawberry out here. Let's see. Oh, I see. No ads. No ads. No ads. Yes. Awesome. 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 So I appreciate you guys, and thank you again there, Greg. Like, wow, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So I think we did it. We nuked the ads during the live stream. And so that is good, because I think I figured out a way to where I can nuke them while we're live. And then when we get done and it goes like up into the regular archive, then I can turn them on, because then it's just the same as what we all normally experience on YouTube. And the ad revenue for the creators is not very much. Like, you need to be like tippity top. But still, I mean, if it's a little something, it's a little something. So that can obviously help support the channel. But if you look at, so the market opened right here, and then just look at all the diet strawberry doesn't really work. We need something that shows up a bit more easily. So hold on a second. Yeah, like if you just look at like all the back and forth, right? This is exactly what I'm trying to take advantage of with an EQT. And again, there's underlying math, there's underlying theory that goes alongside this, and we will drop those breadcrumbs at another time. But just understanding the practical manifestation of what I'm trying to take advantage of, that's it. Like this morning, now I only got one. I got one, right? You can see it right there on the screen. There were theoretically 2, 3, 4, 5 that were available. Had you played back and forth, had you done whatever. And that's, you know, a very common occurrence, right? Again, everything is clear in the rearview mirror, right? Everything is clear when you're looking, you know, over your shoulder. And so the rearview mirror, I mean, it's batting 400. I mean, Roman Anthony batting 410, rearview mirror batting 400. Right now, we need Roman Anthony to get off the injury list first, but when he comes back, it's going to be 410, maybe 415. And so, but yeah, I did want to point this out because this was actually a very ripe situation for EQTs. And so, okay, so let's go ahead and let me delete that. And now let us go back. Let us go back. Oh yeah, I see you guys in the chat. Jackson Hole is tomorrow. Wow, Jackson Hole is tomorrow? Wow, that's crazy, crazy, crazy. Right, man, that is some crazy stuff. And so get ready, because Jackson Hole is tomorrow. Man, that is wild. And so I don't know what Cousin Kev has in store for us. I don't know. But all I know, right now, wait a second. Hold on. Before we get to the portfolio and then into some questions. So a couple of things. Well, maybe just one thing. Jackson Hole, though, is kind of low key, right? Like when Uncle Jay used to do a Jackson Hole, he wasn't coming out with a purple tie. Like Homeboy rolled out with like a Carhartt. Right? Like he's not doing like, we're not doing business or even business casual. Like Homeboy's got like his Timberlands. Right? And so I think, is that not what we're expecting from Cousin Kev tomorrow? Like I don't really think we're even expecting the purple tie or the navy blue tie for that matter. I think we are expecting, you know, more of a rugged look, more of a mountain man type of look, I would think. And so I don't really know how we're going to handle that in the market. And he better say some things to soothe the market, because I don't think the market's ready for that. But nevertheless, we'll all find out together tomorrow. And so, okay, so but looking at the rest of my positions here, I did kind of want to go over what we have on, because there aren't really too many other things going on. But I do want to kind of make mention of it. But for those of you that are watching this show on a regular basis, you know, I really want to reward you guys for always cluing you in, always filling you in on what may have happened, you know, between now and the previous stream, or, you know, like earlier in the morning on a stealth stream or whatever, or maybe in the evenings, like when I'm putting kids to bed and I'm snagging some NASDAQ, you know, here and there. That certainly happens here and there for sure. But MES, so we did MES a couple of, maybe a week ago now. This is our short put. We're at 21 days to go, and it's looking pretty good. Now, am I going to do anything with this? I am not. I am going to sit tight, because one of the things that I've kind of, in kind of, you know, pounding through, that may be a little bit too aggressive, kind of poking around through the math. 21 days is great. 21 days is amazing. Like, I think 21 days is a really good marker. I kind of think potentially it's more like a window. It's more like a range. I like to think of it as 21 to 14. So anywhere kind of in that range. And what motivated the change to that range is the simple fact that I'm doing more trades now that might be a little bit further along in the cycle. Like I might get in an undefined risk trade at 30 days or 32 days or even 28 days. Whereas before, everything was a lot more conservative. And I'd be, you know, if I got down to 30 days in the front month cycle, I'd be looking for the back month most of the time. And I still do that too. But there are times when I kind of intentionally want to move further down the decay curve to kind of take advantage of the accelerated decay. And so because of that, if I get in at 30, out at 21 may not necessarily get me where I'm trying to go. And so because of that, I'm like, okay, I don't really think we need a surgical level of precision here. Like, I think we're okay 21 to 14. I honestly think you might be fine 21 to 10. Because the real gnarly gamma, like the gnarly gamma, I'm not talking about like the cute little giggly gamma. I'm talking about that gnarly stuff. That's final week stuff, man. That's not 16-day stuff. That's not 19-day stuff. That's all giggly gamma stuff. We're talking gnarly gamma. The gnarly gamma is the final week, and so 21 to 14 I think is fine. 21 to 10 I think would also be fine. But okay, but let me go. So we've got MES, and then Apple, we sit tight, we do nothing. It's not doing anything spectacular in either direction, which is good. Wow, I'm actually beyond halfway done with the show. Hold on, let me get through these quickly because there's a ton of questions that have come in, and I want to try to get to as many as I can. Apple, we do nothing. GLD, we do nothing. That guy's kind of leveling out really nicely. IBM, wow, $8 rally in IBM. That's crazy. That's really crazy. And so that would explain the huge up move in the P&L today. Because obviously we got Nvidia, which was great. But that's still a pretty big up day for the portfolio. And so IBM, that's great. And then Nvidia is just Nvidia. Let me know what time is Jackson Hole tomorrow? Like what time, like when do the fireworks go off? Like I kind of want to know. I mean, the stream times are set. Like we're not going to change the stream times for Jackson Hole. But I am curious, like, is it a morning thing? Is it like an afternoon thing? Like, do they all have to go on their morning hike first and then we circle back around lunchtime? Like, let me know what the time is on the actual, Jackson Hole. Okay, so I want to get the questions, but I did actually see, hold on, I saw one that came in at the very end. Griffin Jones. So Griffin Jones, what is going on there, my friend? Or not Griffin Jones, but I see your question, Griffin Jones. Christine. So Christine is asking about my schedule. Ryan, do you have the graphic for the schedule handy? Yeah, let's pull that up really quick. And so this is going to be my live schedule on YouTube to the public. This is all the streams that you guys can watch. And so Monday, Wednesday, Friday, market open, 9:15 to 10. So tomorrow morning, I'll be with you guys at 9:15. And then every day, Monday through Friday, we're in that OG From Theory to Practice slot. This is the OG FTTP slot, 2 to 2:45 for the Dr. Jim Power 3/4 of an hour. So this is the schedule. This will be the schedule until the middle of October. It may be the schedule even beyond that, but I know the middle of October when the OU community opens back up, like things are going to be moving around a lot for me. And so I'm going to have to figure out what's going to make the most sense. And so it might change slightly, but it probably won't change too drastically one way or another. Thank you there, Ryan. So hopefully that helps. Okay, let me get to some questions from you guys, man. I see you guys in the chat. So a couple of things. Let's see. Let me get a good one. So I see. So first of all, I see. Okay, so Preston says, "How is Nvidia still in his positions list if he closed it this morning?" Yeah. So I have the closed. So I have the closed thing like ticked. Like I could untick that. Like if I untick that, it will disappear. Like I think the default setting is that when you open up your portfolio, this is what you see. But I actually typically like to tick that. Whether I'm on the stream or not, I like to tick it because if I'm doing EQTs or whatever and they get closed and like I'm just on my phone or something, but then I go into my platform on the laptop, I typically untick that or tick that, whichever direction it is, to where I can see the closed trades because I want to see what has contributed to the P&L that day. Whether it be NASDAQ, whether it be Nvidia, whether it be bonds, whether it be Snapchat, obviously. Snapchat's a big part of what I'm trying to do. I mean, you don't see it and probably won't see it again for many, many years. But theoretically, in terms of the Snapchat philosophy, it's a huge part of what we are trying to accomplish. And so that is why you see that there, Preston. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Oh, I just glanced at the chat. Let me surprise and delight somebody. Oh, my gosh. Yes. Oh, my gosh. Here we go. So there's my man, Christopher Randall. What's going on there, Chris? Thank you so much, of course, for being part of the OU community. So, yes, I have a huge hint for you guys for the song. So Ryan, bring me to the soapbox here for a couple minutes. So this is a huge hint. So yesterday, I was scanning through some of the comments. I can't always keep up with all of them because you guys are just crazy, man. I mean, you guys are really... The algo doesn't know what to do with you guys, man. Because it thinks this is quality programming, and then it pumps it out, and then it's like, but nobody's watching it, so I don't really know what to do. And so the algo is thoroughly confused, and I thank you guys so very much for all that support. But I was looking through the comments yesterday. I can't remember which show it was on. So nobody has gotten it yet. But there was one guess that is head and shoulders above the rest. And I'm not being sarcastic. There was one guess that is very close. Very close. So my man Archer Fire. So Archer Fire, if you're watching here, outstanding job out of you. My man Archer Fire guessed Stressed Out by 21 Pilots. That is not the song. That was in the top 5. And if I can't get the licensing, I filled out the paperwork for the licensing yesterday, so we probably still have a couple more weeks until it actually happens. If I can't get the licensing for this song, that actually may be one of the songs that I ultimately choose. It is not that song, but you are thinking along the right lines. Now, this is such a massive hint, I'm actually going to offer up a bit of a Diet Pepsi feel to this hint and take it down a little bit. It's a massive hint from the standpoint of it could be a massive hint for the band. It could be a massive hint for the type of song. It could be a massive hint for the title of the song. It could be a massive hint for when it was released. I'm going to let you guys kind of figure that out. You still have at least a couple of weeks. But we know that it was before 2016. We know it doesn't have anything to do with money. We know it's a band and not a single person. And now we know that Stressed Out by 21 Pilots was the best guess by far and away. And so there you go. There you go. Awesome, awesome stuff. So thank you there, Christopher. I happened to glance over and I saw that. But let me go to some more questions that that are coming in. And so let's see. Let me see if I can get a good question. Let's see. Joseph Sayit says, how does the mindful express itself in the wake of PM management in the days and weeks to come? So you mean portfolio management? I'm assuming is what you mean. And so again, when it comes to portfolio management, this is why you guys see me continually coming back to these numbers, right? Delta and theta. Like these are the primary decision tools that I'm utilizing to make decisions in real time, to make decisions like on the run, on the fly. It all comes back to my leverage point. And it all comes back to theta. That's why, like this morning, when I did the MNQ trade, or even the ones I've done previously, you know, it's about 95 beta weighted delta for one MNQ. So I go short the MNQ, and that brings my portfolio delta to like minus 80 or something like that, right? By understanding how many shares I'm holding in my portfolio, which is about 65 or 68 or 70 or something, and I know that I'm short about 80 delta, that tells me that I'm only over 1x leverage when it comes to my overall exposure to the market itself. Now, I'm on the short side, so I'm obviously going to move inversely with the underlying market. But it just helps me understand how big that position might be. Is it too big? Is it plenty small enough? Is there room to add tranches? Like in my case, there is. I would say my maximum position size right now that everything is out in the open, it's a little bit different when you're just trading by yourself in the cave. I would say probably 3 MNQs is probably going to be my total position size, is where I'll probably kind of max it out. That will put me at about 4 to 4.5 x leverage. And I'm pretty comfortable there. Hopefully we won't get to that point, but I have a sneaking suspicion that we will at some point. But yes, when it comes to portfolio management, I mean, my suggestion there, Joseph, and again, I can't tell you what to do. I would never even begin to try to tell you what to do. This is all in some theoretical understanding of a hypothetical situation in a fictitious scenario that is not the world that we live in. Looking at portfolio delta, looking at portfolio theta can help you make really good quantitative, objective decisions around what it is that you're trying to accomplish. So hopefully that helps you a little bit. Whoa! Look at Tom Albert in the house, man. I love what you started here. Pinning the video was fun. Here's to the future. Wow, Tom, thank you so much. You're way too generous, man. Wow, with that super chat, $44. Man, wow, just way too generous, Tom. I appreciate you, man, just for being here, man. For being here and being a part of it. I can't believe that we're a week in. We're like 8 days in. It feels like we've been doing this thing for months, right? And I don't know what it feels like on your end, but for me, it feels like we've been doing this thing for months, Tom. And so man, I appreciate you so very much for being a part, along for the ride. And I think it's going to be good. I mean, it's going to be gimmies and gotchas. It's going to be both, of course. But man, I really appreciate the support so very much. I can't say it enough. I really, really, truly can't. So thank you there, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so, okay, so that's Joseph Sayet's question. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Big Bob with the question. What is your commission burn? 15 to 20% of P&L or more? It's actually more. And I was very clear about this on day number 1. And so I'm probably up about a little over $5,000 now. And so you look at my P&L year to date and it's $10,000. It's like, wow, that's a lot of commission burn. It is. But here's the story. Take it or leave it. At the beginning of the year, when I was testing and trialing this, I was only trading a $30,000 account. So most of this was done on 30,000, not 50,000. So what is the percentage return? It's like, whatever. It doesn't matter. Most of this was done at the beginning of the year at a $30,000 account. And I was testing and I was trialing and I was experimenting with OU and all these things because I really wanted all this to come under live fire. Like I needed all this, it's not just theories. It's not just models and textbooks. I'm like, man, the EQTs and the EQWs and the premiums and the ratio spreads and, the strangles and the adjustments and all the different things. I'm like, man, I really want to put these things through the ringer. And so I've been doing that for years, but I wanted to build up a video library of all this happening continuously over time from one day to the next. And so I was able to do that. Like I got like 100 something videos, like 40 plus hours, and it was awesome. But I walked into historic metals volatility. And so I probably did, I don't know, I think I did like 1,000 silver trades in the first half of the year. I haven't done a single one now because silvers will soil your underoos like no other product. And so we're going to wait on that just a wee little bit. But I did a lot of trading early in the year as I was trying to test and trial and figure a bunch of things out, thinking all along that I would be able to do this project for maybe several years in terms of before it would ever see the light of day. So I wasn't as concerned about commissions and transaction costs and making or losing money necessarily. I mean, I wanted it to work out, of course, because it's always been my capital, but still I wasn't as concerned about it. And so I didn't basically see a trade that I didn't really like. And so we burned a tremendous amount of commissions this year. But I mean, if I were in your shoes, just watch the portfolio from when we began 8 days ago. Like when we began 8 days ago, it's all out in the open. Again, trying to do things differently, trying to make a positive impact on the industry. It's like, man, I really want transparency to be at the forefront of what we do, of everything that we do. And so because of that, we were at like 53.7, I think, when we started. And so I am off to a super hot streak. I do not expect this to continue, but that is the truth there, Bob. And so we have burned a significant chunk of commissions, but that's the story. Take it or leave it. And so, but I appreciate you there, Bob. I hope that you take it to some degree. And so Jerome is in the house. What's going on there, Jerome? Jerome says, hey, Dr. Jim, Marvell earnings. Whew, man, we already did one. I don't know, man. I don't know. You're going to make me do another one? A Thursday and a Friday? Guys, I don't know, man. I kind of feel like we should quit while we're ahead. Like, I feel like we should be more like a Barry Sanders, less like a Brett Favre, maybe? Right? I kind of feel like we just walk out while we're on top, and that is maybe the way to do it. But I don't know. I'll take a quick little peek. So Marvell, let's take a look at a table here. Ooh, and this is a Thursday going into Friday. Whew, man. And I mean, again, guys, when you think about Marvell, again, I can't tell you what to do. I've never even begun to try to tell you what to do. None of this is a trade recommendation. None of this is financial advice. This doesn't exist. None of this happened. When I think about Marvell, and I just think about it, if I just use common sense, right? Again, let's think about Marvell, or let's actually call it the way that it should be called, Marvel. When I think about Marvel, I mean, you got Iron Man 1, you got Iron Man 2, you got Iron Man 3. Right? And it's like, man, and I'm not even talking about the Avengers stuff. I'm just going straight Iron Man, right? Is there a better action movie that is both, suited for the parents and the kids? Now, you're not going to have a 6-year-old watch Iron Man. They're probably not ready for that. Like, we're not showing Iron Man, while they're in the crib. Like, we need them to grow up a little bit. But a great movie, very family friendly, if I can remember correctly. So when I think about Marvel, man, I'm kind of thinking we got to go upside again. So what if I did a 245, 267.5, 290, you guys are going to rope me into this, man. 424? Yowzes. Yeah, that's a little bit too rich for my blood. Again, trying to be mindful of the stacks of cash as they get set ablaze. Since all these stacks of cash, they happen to be my own stacks of cash. And so, as you saw last night, I don't mind, trying to cheat death every once in a while. But is there a way where we could maybe take down the cost of this guy just a little bit, but also maintain a little bit of width on the butterfly? Okay, that's a lot better. We can go 20 points wide, 247, 267, 247 and a half, of course, 267 and a half, 287 and a half, all 20 points wide for 335. Okay, I'm going to try to maybe shift this guy up. Man, are we going to, I don't know, man. I'm just window shopping at this point. This is nothing crazy. 317. Yeah, I'd really love to get this thing under $3. But I don't really want to sacrifice the width. What if I do, if you're listening to the audio only version of the show, I am moving the strikes up in an effort to reduce the cost of the butterfly. 291, 252 and a half, 272 and a half, 292 and a half. The expected move tops out right around 267 and a half. And this is a Thursday going into Friday. Whew, man, I think you roped me into it there, Jerome. I think you did it. But hold on, I got to keep my receipts. Jerome Marvel. I think this is it, man. If you can't beat them, join them, right? If you can't beat them, you join them. And, yeah, 52 and a half, 72 and a half, 92 and a half for 290. I'll give it a go. I'm not going to pay too much up on this. I mean, I'll pay a few cents to get in, but I'm not chasing this thing over $3. There's no way. 293, no takers. Okay. If they drive too hard of a bargain, your boy's gonna walk away. 296. All right, we got filled at 296. All right, so there is your Marvel earnings trade for tonight. I told myself I wouldn't do an earnings trade today, but man, it's like Frank the Tank, man. Like once it hits your lips, you guys know what I'm saying. You guys 100% know what I'm saying. And so Marvel is in the house, and so good luck to you there, Jerome, whatever you might have on in Marvel. And so let's see, Brad Back's in the house. Oh, this is too funny. So hold on, I'll get back to Brad's really quickly. So Ryan LP said, Soiled Underoos, Dr. Jim, that's the song. That's probably not an actual song, right? But if I ever had, a lot of people have said, I should have AI do it. Have AI write the song, whatever. I don't know that I want to do that, man. I'm trying to fight against the robots. And by that, I mean, for the record, I love the robots. It's on tape. I've been Algo, I've been pro Algo from day one. You can go ahead and rewind the tapes back to the very beginning, and you will see it for yourself. But I don't know that I want. I mean, it would be fun to do something with gimmies and gotchas and bottom biscuits and all that stuff. And so maybe we'll do that. We'll see how the licensing goes. I really want to lock down a song that if you hear it in the wild, once again, right, we've already got a decade worth with Big Data and Dangerous. Can we get another decade worth with OU? That's what I really want to do. And so that's what I'm gonna kind of shoot for it. But let me go to Brad Bax. Brad Bax says, since you like selling premium, why do you favor short puts over short strangles? It seemed logical to me that the short strangle should double your pleasure. This is a great question, Brad. Thank you for being here, my friend. I don't recall you having been in the stream before, so thank you so much, my friend. Very, very much. Great question. And it's a 1A, 1B thing. So short puts are 1A for me, but short strangles are 1B. And so that's why, I mean, if you look in the portfolio right now, that's what you see, right? Short put in MES, short strangle AAPL, short strangle GLD, right? Short put in IBM. And then obviously the two expecting move butterflies. And so we did not burn the cash yesterday, but now we have another opportunity tonight. And so GLD and Apple are strangles, IBM and MES are short puts. That's probably what you're going to see a lot of moving forward. Now, we're going to start mixing in some ratio spreads and things like that also, but it's a 1A, 1B type of thing. And so that's how I would view it. But thank you there, Brad. I see Lisa's in the house. So, Lisa, what's going on there, Lisa? Lisa's been following from Theory to Practice for a super long time. Thank you so much for being here over with OU. Says, so 3 MNQs is equivalent to $207,000. I think I must be confused. Yes, it's equivalent to $207,000 approximately in buying power, or not buying power, in notional value. In notional value. But again, and that actually, like if you look at my net lick at 55, right? You can just do, I mean, this is actually a good way to do this, right? My net lick is 55, right? So my net lick is 55K, and 3 MNQs is just over 200, 210,000, let's say. So you can do the math right there. You can see that if I only have 50,000, give or take, right, and I'm controlling over 200,000, then I have about 4x leverage that I'm holding. That's exactly what I want. That's by design, right? I think that most traders are going to live between 1.5x to 4x most of the time. That's just my own range that I've kind of built based off of all the conversations I've had with so many of you. Now, of course, you yourself, Lisa, or anyone else for that matter, you have to decide what makes the most sense for you. I cannot tell you what to do. You have to make up your own mind when it comes to that. You are the judge. You are the jury. You are the executioner. Some people will look at that and say, I don't even really want 1.5x. I feel more comfortable at 1x or 3/4 of an x or whatever. That's completely fine, right? Because it's gimmies and gotchas all along the spectrum. One is not better than the other. But other traders, they want to really prioritize returns. They want to, try to push the envelope a little bit, and they're okay taking some more risk to do that. And so again, it's not right or wrong. It's not better or worse. It truly is just gimmies and gotchas, and just understanding what are the gimmies and gotchas at this point on the spectrum, what are the gimmies and gotchas on this other point on the spectrum, and then making what you think might be the best decision for you. And so hopefully that helps you there, Lisa. But very, very good question. Man, are we out of time? Wow, we're totally out of time. I can't believe it. We are done. All right, guys, we did it. We did another earnings trade. We did Marvel for tonight. Man, good luck to us. Good luck to you guys out there. Don't forget, tomorrow we have a double feature. We got the morning. We've got the afternoon. Sign up for the Trading Lab. It's totally free. It's down in the description. And if I can ever help you guys in any way, please shoot me an email. I am jim@optionsuncapped.com. Or we can connect on Twitter. You can follow me at Options Uncapped, or you can follow me at jschultzf3. And I appreciate you guys so very much. I will see you guys in the morning. In the meantime, trade them small, trade them heavy, and stay generous. We'll see you guys tomorrow.